Thank you. To the bill. My colleagues on the other side of the aisle for the last 4 days have, in so many words, expressed the opinion that my party affiliation or the color of my skin, I am unable to properly represent people of color. And I have supported many of the initiatives representative of the Black Caucus. I've even spoke out in support of them. But in order to get good legislation, I think it's important to note that much of these initiatives have come out of and from the legislative Black Caucus are from legislators in the Cook County area. The mayor of the city of Chicago, the Cook County State's Attorney, the Cook County Clerk, the President of Cook County, and the Superintendent of Police for Chicago are all members of color. The city of Chicago is ran by almost entirely Democrat majorities and have been so for a very long time. Representative Slaughter, I bring that to your attention because I think that good policy can certainly come out in a bipartisan way. And so I challenge my members on the other side of the aisle if you would consider some of our policies, some of the things that we're trying to fight to help improve the pillars of success for Black and brown communities. Let's talk about school choice. School choice disproportionately improves the quality of life for Black and brown communities. It doesn't help my district nearly as much as it helps many members in the Black Caucus's district. And yet, time and time again, even the most poorly performing schools, Representative, we can't get school choice in those areas. I'm not talking about my district. My job is to also improve the quality of life for everyone that calls Illinois home. And yet the powerful teacher unions put a brick every time we try to advance the agenda for everyone in Illinois. Let's talk about opportunity and taxes. The progressive income tax not only failed, it failed miserably, but last night the governor started twisting your arms to raise taxes, $1 billion in taxes on Black and brown communities. And you stood with us, and we defeated the governor's measure. 1, it wasn't negotiated. 2, it happened at 3 in the morning. And 3, I would argue, a $1 billion increase disproportionately impacts people in Black and brown communities. And I was pleased to see, Representative, that members of the Black Caucus joined us in leading the charge to defeat the governor's position on additional taxation in the middle of a pandemic. But here's the part, folks, that really surprises me. Let's talk about public safety, because that's what this bill's about. You've had a member of the legislative Black Caucus arrested for problems with FOID cards and concealed carry. Republicans agree there are problems with FOID cards and concealed carry. I would argue that the problems with the FOID card and the concealed carry disproportionately impact people in Black and brown communities. And Republicans have filed bill after bill after bill to improve the process to make sure legal firearms can get in the hands of good people. And the majority party continues to stop the progress on legal firearms going in the hands of good people, going in the hands of people in Black and brown communities to protect them who can't protect themselves. Folks, Chicago had 774 murders, a 50% increase this year. And I know the Democrat majority doesn't believe all the rhetoric that's come out over the last 4 days about police officers. I know, Madam Speaker, you don't believe what is coming out about our police officers. You know how I know this? It's because in this room, we are protected by the same people this legislation is going to hurt. The same people that let us into this parking structure, the same people that make sure we're secured through the metal detectors, the same people that smile at us every day. Many members on the other side of the aisle say that they are unfairly going into their neighborhoods and shooting them. I know, Representative Slaughter, you don't believe that. Because if you believe that, sir, you wouldn't let them protect you in this room. Ladies and gentlemen, in less than an hour, we are going to do something very historic. You guys are going to fire a person that has disproportionately hurt black and brown communities. And I applaud you for those efforts. But ladies and gentlemen, you also are going to do something where you're not on the right side of history. You are going to pass a flawed bill, a bill that is not supported by labor, is not supported by the Sheriff's Association, is not supported by the police chiefs. Everybody that we tasked to keep us...
can you please bring your remarks to a close?
Yes. Everybody that we tasked to keep us safe, they all say this makes you less safe. That makes my family less safe. That makes you in your communities less safe. So I ask you to reconsider and pull this bill and let us work on a bill that makes us all safe. A bill that law enforcement can get behind and say, we're going to come to the table and we're going to work on sensible solutions that make everybody safe. But the way it presents right now, I'm asking for a no vote.
The chair recognizes